Hi everybody, my name is Melissa Januzzi and I'm a senior here at Rutgers University. And today I have my wonderful guest here, Jason Saran, who is the president/founder of Alva Fitness. So thanks Jason for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Very cold November Saturday. So you're the founder of Alva Fitness. Co-founder. Can you tell me a little bit more about the brand, what it represents, and who's the other founder as well?
Okay, so the other founder of Alva Fitness is my older brother, who is also one of the owners of Pliables. So Alva Fitness began as kind of like a lifestyle athleisure company. We got Alva from the word alpha. We kind of wanted to do a play on words without it actually being alpha. The brand kind of represents more of a laid-back approach to fitness. The goal I really wanted to accomplish with this company is kind of like introducing fitness as more of like a less intimidating but still, cool, not trend, but lifestyle that everyone can get into, and that it's not really just like an inclusive group for, like elitists or different niches or different niche. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yeah, niche.
So we're trying to step away from the whole inclusion kind of ordeal with fitness because there's a lot of niches like CrossFit, bodybuilding, and so on. I can go on forever. But I kind of wanted to introduce it as something that everyone can get into regardless of your background or whatever, kind of lifestyle you live.
So I had the pleasure to interview you first when you were launching the brand back in March.
Yeah.
Now it's mid-November, right? About 8 months down the road. Have you been able to accomplish everything that you really wanted to so far?
So I believe we're off to a good start. We're definitely getting our name out there. Definitely have a ways to go to be at where I envision this whole, movement and company to move forward with. Right now, we're just a small startup, but we do have a lot of eyes on us. Just recently, we were invited to a pretty big event called the YouTubers Retreat that was located in Soho, New York. Unfortunately, myself and my team are unable to go because of weird circumstances, but it just shows that our name's up there with bigger brands such as Alpha Elites, Ape Athletics, and so on.
So before the fall semester started, I asked you, what's happening with Alva Fitness? How are you going to bring it to campus? How are you going to transition from the summer into the fall? And you talked a lot about how you wanted to bring Alva Fitness to the Rutgers community. Were you able to execute that strategy? Were you able to kind of enable that tactic here on campus?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like we definitely have a strong presence on campus. I have about 3 or 4 ambassadors that I work with that do social media work and other type of events to promote Alva. And we also just did a fundraiser in partnership with the National Breast Cancer Foundation. We were trying to raise money for, obviously, their cause to fund research to help stop breast cancer in their tracks. And we teamed up with 2 of the fraternities on campus, and it was a good turnout, and it was a fun time. We had a push-up contest. I obviously did the most. But yeah, it was a good turnout, and we're just trying to do good things here at Rutgers.
So I follow Alva Fitness on social media, and I really think the brand resonates with both college men and women. So were you thinking for the brand, broadly, would you want to expand that target audience, or do you want to kind of keep focusing on getting the word out to college men and women? Because I think you've all done a really great job of balancing the both of them.
Yeah, definitely. I can see where it kind of took a turn where it's mostly focusing on college men and women, obviously, because we're on campus. And some of the things I do or the events I do resonate here at Rutgers. I would like to start getting maybe an older group to start wearing our clothing, because we're starting to move in a way that's more of not just streetwear, but like more high quality fabrics.
Right.
I'm wearing something right now. It's one of our 3/4 sleeves.
Yes, show the audience your shirt. Yeah, look at that. You got LA and New York. Why LA and New York?
So our warehouse is based in LA. Everything we produce comes from a warehouse in LA and is shipped directly to wherever our customer may be. We are based on the East Coast, so that's where the New York comes from. Definitely love the culture there, and I go to New York for inspiration. And I've done work with other companies in New York, such as Sprayground, working with those guys and seeing how a startup is done and, seeing the crazy designs they do. Shout out to David and Michael. It just always inspires me, and I love the culture there.
So I know back in August, I think it was the 5-month mark at that point, and your brand had already reached people like all over the nation. You had potential brand ambassadors speaking with you from California, Utah, New Mexico. Is that still happening? Are you still having people reach out to you from so far away? And if so, why is that possible?
Yeah, so definitely we've reached people across the nation. I've gotten a lot of inquiries about being a brand ambassador from people like over on the West Coast, in the middle of the country. It's even starting to branch out international, which is pretty surprising to me in the short amount of time we've been an actual formed company. At the moment, I'd like to keep everything kind of centered around Rutgers just because it's easier for me to go out and create media or do photo shoots with people. Definitely, I think when I graduate and I have a bit more time to travel and go on other ventures, I would like to start expanding and focusing on my time on getting brand ambassadors in farther away locations and just spreading the company there.
So what's up next? We're slowly moving from fall into winter. So maybe people won't be as motivated to work out. Maybe they won't have as positive of a mindset because it's going to be cold out. It gets darker earlier. How are you going to make sure that Alva Fitness can still remain relevant?
So at the moment, myself and one of my designers, Michael Barron, we're designing a couple crew necks, and we're starting to venture off into men's leggings. I know that may be an iffy subject to some people, but they're gonna look awesome, and you guys should definitely buy one if you get the chance this holiday season. But anyways, I think with our social media and like my personal social media in general, like I'm always looking to motivate and inspire people. I think that's really one of the most gratifying aspects of this whole thing. I have like some of my friends and other people reaching out to me saying like they're inspired to go out there and start their own businesses or start working out or whatever that may be. And to me, that's more gratifying and humbling than pretty much any other benefit that's come along with this whole journey so far.
And any promos that the customers can expect for the holiday season?
Yeah, I'll throw that around in the description box for whoever.
So my last question for you, Jason, is it just has nothing to do with Alva Fitness, but everything to do with you here at Rutgers University. You're going to be graduating in May. You're a senior. What kind of advice would you give to a college freshman? It could be somebody at Rutgers, but it could be somebody that's just younger in general that is courageous, has maybe the same mindset, is ambitious, wants to start their own business. What would be something that you would tell them?
Definitely if you think you have a great idea or you want to pursue something that is kind of way out of left field, just go for it if you have the opportunity. Being an entrepreneur, I don't really consider it an occupation per se. I juggle a lot of hats. It's very stressful at times. I stay up very late trying to get things done, thinking of new ideas constantly. If you really believe in yourself and you think that you have an idea that should be brought into the world, I say go for it. There's going to be people along the way that think that you may or may not be able to do something, but I think you should, if you move forward and, really stick to what you believe in, you could do it.
Well, thanks, Jason, so much for the interview today. I appreciate it on this very chilly Saturday. But make sure you all follow Alva Fitness on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. And make sure you check out the latest products on alvafitness.com. Thanks, everybody. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much.